Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Virgo for the next 3 months. So this will be for the dates including April, May, and June. This is, of course, if you are into business, this would be quarter 2 or Q2, if that is how you like to look at it. But with all of that said, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, I do not offer personal readings, Virgo, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button and hitting subscribe. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. All right, let's get all the cards out here. See what we have going on here for you. Pull 3 cards to clarify as we go along. All right. Energy on the bottom, you have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords talks about somebody who is potentially unable to see the road ahead. As you can see that this person here on the card is blindfolded. And this can come forward in sort of a couple ways. Number one, there could be an injustice happening right now. I feel like when I get the Two of Swords, it's typically you are going through an injustice, right? I'm not saying that you're doing something wrong to someone else. I typically read it as you are going through that type of situation. It can represent a war of words happening between you and another person. As you see the kind of Two of Swords here on the card, I always like to say that these swords could be like emotional daggers being thrown between you and another person. And so there could certainly be issues around communication. With that, it could say like you may be restricted in speech or unable to kind of find the words to say to someone or in a situation. But on the other end of this, the Two of Swords might say that you are simply dealing with some indecision right now in your life. And there may be interference as well. Two of Swords can represent interference in some ways. So let's go ahead and put that right there. And I'll be interested to see what this interference is about. You actually have an incredibly good reading here. Most of the cards on the board are positive, extremely positive. But let's go ahead and see what this may be. So in the current situation, you have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is somebody who's really capable of giving you wise counsel or helping you see something in a unique or a different way. The Queen of Swords might be somebody who is like a subject matter expert. And yeah, it's always wise to listen to this person because they're kind of able to approach a problem from a level-headed perspective or from a perspective where everybody's getting a sort of fair outcome when you get this Queen of Swords energy. Now, if this is an aspect of yourself, the Queen of Swords can say that you are focused on your independence at this time. You may be struggling to communicate that to somebody in the next 3 months here with the Queen of Swords, trying to figure out what it is that you need to do to maintain independence. This might also be an energy of, I always like to say that the Queen of Swords is like the assassin of the tarot. And so they don't let anyone stand in their way. They will cut through whatever is not working or whatever is not serving them. And so some of you are taking like it's like an intense focus when you get the Queen of Swords energy. Some of you may have an intense focus on something. Make sure that you are not so focused that you are missing out or you are blinding yourself here with the Two of Swords. Now in the problem position, you have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is talking about your prospects looking good, typically. It can also represent good news coming in. But the thing is, it's in the problem position, okay? And this is, I have to tell you, this is kind of throwing me off because you have this Ace of Pentacles in the future. And so when you combine these cards, it's typically like a really good offer. You have this King of Pentacles, which we're going to get into in just a second here. But that can typically mean that you're connecting on an offer. The thing is, This Page of Pentacles could also talk about a person. This could be you, or this could be another earth sign, Virgo, that you may be having a challenge with as you have this Two of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. But it could say that there's, like, in the problem position, it could say that you're not seeing an opportunity clearly. I actually think that may be what it is with this blindfold here. And then the Page of Pentacles, maybe someone offering you something, but you're not seeing it clearly. That may be the case in the next 3 months, because for some of you, you will be taking an offer. But in the past, you have the King of Pentacles. This is someone who really is, again, this could be your energy. It could be any earth sign. But, this is somebody who's extremely successful at what they do. They have achieved a high status in their career, and they've done that by sticking to healthy habits and routines, solid routines. It's the idea of, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? That's kind of the energy of the King of Pentacles. And so for them, in their mind, it's like, if something's working, why not just exploit that over and over and over again? And they've done that to get onto this gold throne that you see them sitting on, and this gold crown that you see they are wearing. So it also is somebody who's very interested in building their empire when you get the King of Pentacles and, accumulating resources. So when you have this here in the past, this could be your focus here. Some of you may have been spending the first part of the month, the first part of 2020 really thinking about this, or for a long time, you may have been trying to accumulate resources and assets. The thing is, here in the future, you have this Ace of Pentacles, which I really love to see. This is potentially a new financial start happening in your life. This could be new money being made available to you, new financial support, you signing off on a contract or a document, something like that. So that may not sound significant, but if you really step back and think about that, like when you're like on the first day of the job, you always have to spend time like meeting with HR, signing your contract, going over paperwork, documents. Same thing is true like if you are getting real estate or buying a house, or maybe even getting into a new apartment, anything like that, getting a car. All of those things require documentation, paperwork. So it represents like maybe the mundane parts of the material side of life, but also the amazing parts that come after that, the new beginnings that spring or form out of that. And so for you, it's like you have this situation here, you have this new support coming in, you have this new start coming in. And, the thing is, this Page of Pentacles showing up in the problem position is almost like you're not able to see it right now, but it's coming in the future. And it's probably because you've put in the hard work here with the King of Pentacles in the past. Now, on your mind, on your thoughts, or on your conscious awareness, you have the Strength card. This is overcoming some sort of internal obstacle as Leo energy. It says that it's important at this time that you have the strength, the fortitude, and most importantly, the courage to work through an obstacle that you may be dealing with internally. And so for some of you, and it's like a card of willpower and just power in general, it's also the energy of energy. What's so interesting in this reading is that you have the Chariot as well below, which is in the subconscious, or what you can't see. So the Chariot is number 7, the Strength card is number 8, right? And the Chariot, while the Strength card talks about overcoming an internal obstacle, the Chariot talks about overcoming an external obstacle, something happening outside of you. Both indicate that you will do that, right? You will overcome the challenge, whatever form it may take, but you're dealing with things externally, you're dealing with things internally here. The Chariot also says that through self-discipline, you are achieving a major victory in your life. It can also say that there's maybe some travel ahead for you, that some unexpected travel, because this lower row is the unexpected. So, I would say that to kind of cap this sort of first part of the spread here, in these next 3 months, if you find yourself falling into, when is this going to happen? Why isn't it happening yet? Like, why aren't there any prospects? I would fall back into remembering that you will overcome this challenge here with the Strength card, with the Chariot. There is an opportunity coming here in the future. And really, it's this message of not giving up hope just because you can't see the road ahead right now. Now, in the future, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you do have this Two of Cups, okay? This is my favorite romance card in the tarot. It's two souls linking up in this lifetime. And this can represent an extremely deep connection with somebody. I'm talking like a past life connection with another person here. And, it can represent the union of you two in this lifetime coming together. It can also, if that's not resonating, this can represent partnerships in your life generally, like working together with another person to start a business. It can represent business partnerships. Some of you here, you have support in your corner. You have people in your corner here with the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Both of these cards are, major success. And, for some of you here, there may be somebody who makes like an offer available, or it's interesting to get this Page of Pentacles in the problem position. It's almost like there's a prospect being made available, but you can't see it. And I think it's coming from someone else with the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles here. And this could be coming in with this Two of Cups if you're not here for love at all. In the external situation, you do have the Hierophant, which is a card of marriage. And it's really just any sort of traditional energy in your life. So the thing is that marriage is a traditional construct in society today. And that's why it can be a card of marriage, but it can be anything that's traditional. You may be somebody, or you may know somebody, or there may be somebody around you that has old school beliefs or an old school way of looking at the world, which I'm not here to say is right or wrong. Like, I'm not imposing my beliefs on that, but that could be indicated here with the Hierophant. This could also represent the organization or the structure that you are part of or that you work for, i.e. like if you work for a big company or a big, if you work for a big company or just a company generally, the Hierophant can be indicated there. It also might be, it's like mentor energy as well, somebody mentoring you. And so I do see an organization in the external, which is very good if you are not able to see the prospects that's available. So I do see an opportunity here with a new beginning, and an opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles in the future. I do see you overcoming multiple obstacles here. And I see this organization coming in the external. So there's something coming in here for you in the next 3 months. In your hopes and fears, you have the Hermit. So the Hermit is the Virgo card, okay? This is your energy. You are hoping for the best for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. You are finding the light within you here, and you're really going on this path of the sage. You're going on this path to acquire and build knowledge in your life. And so it's almost like, I wonder if some of you are concerned that you have, you know what? This Page of Pentacles can be somebody who's taking a studious approach to life or an academic approach to life. I wonder if some of you are fearful that you do not have enough knowledge, or that you do not have enough skills about, like, the skills or knowledge in order to take a prospect, but that's not the case. That's not the case. In the outcome here, you do have this ending with the Ten of Swords. This is something that's completely done and over with, but it does provide you with an opportunity to release yourself from situations that do not serve you or are not in alignment with you. And so I really want to get a clarity on that. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, look at this. So you have Temperance, Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. So the Temperance card is all about balance, patience, harmony, healing. It says that as you balance a part of yourself out, a new person will come in, especially if you're looking for a relationship. This can say that a soulmate, this is a card of soulmates, in that if you balance yourself out, a soulmate will arrive, especially because you have this Two of Cups, which could be a soulmate as well in the tarot. So that's very interesting. And they may be even a long-term situation here with the Hierophant. You have this Knight of Pentacles as well, which is about a financial event arriving. So you have 3 of the 4 court cards in the Pentacle suit with the Page, the Knight, and the King of Pentacles. So look, I mean, there's this person coming forward offering a pentacle out to you, and there's an event arriving as it relates to your material situation here. The Knight of Pentacles might also say that you're hardworking, you're dependable, you're reliable, you know what you're doing. And so it's almost like for some of you, there may be a confidence thing here with the Two of Swords, the Hermit in the hopes and fears, and the Page of Pentacles in the problem position, because there is an offer now, especially as you have this Knight of Pentacles. You have the Four of Swords, which is about rest, recovery, recuperation. Take it easy on yourself, Virgo, because I feel like it's It's almost like some of you are being hard on yourself, because I see very, very good energy. In fact, there's there's 10 of Swords is a challenge, 2 of Swords is a challenge, but you have 2 cards overcoming challenges, okay? So it's like everything else here is incredible for you. Let's see what else we have. So you have a good 3 months ahead. I would say there's some blockage. I keep going back to this. Let's just take all 5 of these. I keep going back to this. There's some blockage around you and your thoughts around a prospect or something like that. You have Stag, Trust and Thrive, Autumn, Release the Old, and Rest. Okay, so something trusting at this time. If you can't see the road ahead, do your best and trust. I mean, what else is there to do? You have this Star Ancestor, Follow the Voice of Your Soul, and Sage, Be Devoted and Committed. Path of the Sage, remember I said with the Hermit and the Sage card now coming in again. Trust yourself here. And then you have Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. For some of you, that may be getting more rest. It may be getting quality sleep, but it also may, as you have this 10 of Swords here in the future, it may mean releasing people from your life that are, you know, draining your energy or not in alignment, not serving you and your greatest purpose. Because there is, like I said, there is something coming in, and you have everything you need with the Chariot and the Strength card to work through any obstacle here. That's an amazing combination to get. Let's see what else. So you have Thief. There's a negative energy around you. Mature woman. Family room. House. Coffin. Oh, I guess we'll take both of these. Lovers and main male. Some of you may be finding somebody here. Doesn't matter what gender they are. We don't attach genders to the cards here. And so these are just masculine and feminine energies. You do have this courtship card. You can see the Cupid energy in the background, somebody courting you, someone saying they're interested in you, reaching out to you. And, you know, you have this Lovers with the main male card. House Coffin, which is very interesting for some of you here, and Family Room. So 19, 20, 21. For some of you, you may be separating from family or something along these lines. Some of you are releasing maybe a toxic person in your life in some ways here. And again, it's almost like this is providing you with this Ace of Pentacles, this new opportunity. And, you know, for some of you, this may be real estate. This opportunity that we've been talking about may be real estate. With the Knight and the King of Pentacles are heavily associated with that. Same with the Ace of Pentacles can also be implied there. And so, yeah, for some of you, that might also be the opportunity. But yeah, thank you so much. This is what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.